Hey there guys, I'm back with another video and I have a little question for everyone out there. What do you do when you've got the prom, but you've also got to save the world on the same day? How do you fit all of that in? Do you know? Yeah, I don't either. But I think maybe I can ask my favourite Slayer how she deals with all of it. That's right, today we're taking a trip to Sunnydale and we're talking about my favourite girl, Buffy! Now, Sunnydale might be a fun, cool, sunny place. As the name suggests, it's also incredibly dangerous. So I'm going to give you a few tips that's going to help you survive the vampire-crazed streets of Sunnydale. First things first, this is the most basic thing. Arrive during the day. Seriously, it's as simple as that. If you show up to Sunnydale after the sun's gone down, you might as well be saying, "Hey vampires, look at my neck, take a bite!" Come on girl, don't be dumb. Plan your travel accordingly. Now Sunnydale is sitting on top of a hellmouth. It is full of a whole host of demonic enemies. And if you want to take those enemies out and actually survive till the next episode, you're going to need an army. So I would say, get in good with the Scoobies. First up, we have Willow, our favourite sweet, kind, kooky computer nerd / psycho witch. If you're gonna get in with Willow, you need to know all things tech. So I'd say, read a couple manuals about Windows 98 or something, and failing that, just make her listen to the new Tegan and Sarah album. She will love you for it. Next up, we have Xander. Xander's kind of the Michelle of the Scoobies. No powers, no abilities, he's kind of just there for decoration. So, you know, throw him a simple compliment. He rarely gets any, and I swear he will be putty in your hands. Next up, we have Anya, our favourite vengeance demon turned high school student. Now, the one thing Anya loves more than anything else in the world, even more than Xander, is money. Slip her a couple Benjamins, and you have a friend for life. Or until she spends the money and you need to pay her again. But you know, friendship is friendship. When it comes to Giles, you've got to get highbrow. He is an educated man of the world. So what I would do is go down to your local library, find the oldest, dustiest book you can find, memorize everything in it, and then just parrot those lines back at him. And you'll get a lot of, "Oh yes, yes, wonderful," and "Oh, I didn't think about that." And then we come to Queen Bee herself. Buffy's a fashion girl. She won't say it, but she is. So all you need to do is get a sweater set, a pair of tiny 90s sunglasses, and maybe a leather jacket. And Buffy will be thinking, "Damn, that girl is cool, I want to be her friend." So you see, a few simple steps to amass an army. Now, we've all seen the after-school specials. We know that learning and education are super important, but for the love of Goddess, do not enroll at Sunnydale High. The morality rate is, well, you know what? I don't know what it's higher than, but it's very high. Very, very high. In between chem lab and computer science, the school can easily get overrun by vampires, and you will end up as a stiff, dead body shoved into a locker. You may advance the story just a little bit, but that's all you do before you shuffle off the mortal coil. I'd say homeschooling's best. Homeschooling works. As well as all the demons in Sunnydale, you'll have to contend with the heartthrobs, who should never, ever be trusted. You may be totally into the kind of bleached blonde leather jacket, black nails aesthetic of Spike, but that boy runs so hot and cold, you will spend most of your time just waiting for him to cool off and actually text you back. Our 200-year-old heartthrob Angel is always rocking that brooding, dark, billowy coat, Prince of Pain kind of aesthetic. And while we are totally feeling it, if he gets his happy, you're not gonna get yours. And lastly, we come to Riley, Mr. Hunkalicious, king of the hunks. Ooh, he is all kinds of fine. But you know how they say when you marry someone, you also marry their family? Well, if you date Riley, you're gonna have to deal with Professor Walsh and his mummy issues, as well as his kind of weird twinning vibe with his Frankendouche kind of brother Adam. And that's a headache you do not want, girl. Another very helpful, handy-dandy tip is to learn Kung Fu before you get anywhere near Sunnydale. For some unexplained reason, whenever the dead rise and become full-on vampires, they instantly know Kung Fu as though they've been binging Bruce Lee movies since the day they were born. So, you know, learn a jab and like a 1-2 and maybe a roundhouse and you should be good. I know that earlier I said learning is dangerous, but that's at Sunnydale High. If you want to learn how to be the Grand High Witch yourself, it just takes a few books, some smelly stinking herbs, and some choice Latin words, and you will be as tough as Willow. Actually, no, scratch that. No one is as tough as Willow. She is the baddest of bitches. Now, although Sunnydale is a very supernatural, mystical place, it's not just demons you have to contend with. Stalking the halls of Sunnydale High is the Grand High Bitch herself, Cordelia Chase. Never seen without her army of Cordettes, ready to strike anyone that comes against her. Now, Cordelia's tough. The girl knows fashion, money, looks. She decides what's in and what's out, and if you piss her off, it might be you that's out. If you want to take Cordelia down, just mention her hair. In a very casual, vague way, just, oh, Cordelia, what's going on with your hair today? What's happening there? And before you know it, she'll be running off to find the closest reflective surface to make sure that her glorious mane is still the main event. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and you take all of these tips with you when you go and visit glorious Sunnydale. Say hi to Buffy for me and all the other guys. If you do go, take some pictures, send them back. I would love to see them. And if there are any other cool places in pop culture that you want me to talk about, comment them down below. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel to see all of my content. Okay, bye!